Hi everyone, my name is Tess and I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and in today's video I would like to tell you my experience with ISSA Nutritionist certification. So I started my certification in September 2023, it's currently February 2024, and this whole course took me around maybe 3 months to finish because I was doing it continuously with my personal training certification. And why I decided to do my nutritionist certification is because I am so passionate about fitness, health and nutrition, and I always wanted to study something related to nutrition. But I was enrolled in business university and I studied business fields, but I always knew that my passions are in health, wellness and nutrition, so that's why I decided that I want to enroll in this course. And when I was doing research about different kinds of certification, I came across ISSA, NASM, or ACE, I think. And I know that these three companies are the most famous one and most popular one, but I went with ISSA because I'm located in Europe and NASM has some specific site for people located in Europe, but I don't know, I didn't really feel like enrolling in this course. I wanted to do it through NASM and it was not possible for me. Maybe now when you're watching the video it's different, but it was at the time when I was doing my research. When I was looking into ISSA, what I really liked was that the whole site was very informative. They also had support, and I was talking with enrollment assistant over the chat and he answered all of my questions. So that's why I decided that ISSA may be a good idea. And also my boyfriend, he did his course through ISSA and he was really satisfied. I mean, he didn't have any negative things to say about ISSA. He told me that yeah, you should choose ISSA, don't look on these other companies, ISSA is really great. So that's why I decided that I will go with ISSA, and I was enrolled in bundle personal trainer, nutritionist, and third course was high intensity interval training. I wanted to give you a quick overview what you can find in this course or what will be covered. So basically you will have the chapter about, I have my computer right here, nutrition, cell, organ system, digestion, metabolism, energy balance, carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, hydration, role of a nutrition coach, stages of change, motivational interviewing, client assessment, goal setting, business in nutrition coaching, dietary guidelines, following supplement labels and claim supplements, navigating successful and trending diets, special nutrition scenarios. So I think this course gives you a really broad spectrum of the topics that are covered there. Everyone would find some chapters interesting and challenging. And what I really loved about ISSA, that the whole learning hub or the learning site was divided into, I think, 10 modules, and in each module you had some chapters to read. Then after each module you had some videos to watch. There were short videos about the topics you covered in the chapters, and also after each chapter you had a quiz to test your knowledge. And then when you were finished with all of these modules, you could take your main exam. And what really interested me was that each week the ISSA had a live online bootcamps which covered some topics of the book, or it also covered some different aspects about being a nutritionist coach or about food in general. And also each Friday we had Q&A session with our educators and they answer any types of questions. It should mostly be related to nutrition, but of course they also answer some questions related to health or wellness or fitness in general. That was the thing I really liked about this course, that it had some live sessions. And also another thing is that when you are a student of ISSA, we had a group on Facebook. I think I'm in 2 different groups, and you can also ask any type of question and you could also share some of your opinions or just discuss. And it was really great because I think in these groups there are a lot of people. Let me check, there are like 45,000 people, so I think it's a really great community, and you can also find some people that are in your area and you can maybe even meet with them in real life, not only online. So I think it's really great that ISSA has this community of like-minded people, and I know that this association is really big and it's really famous right now in the US, but also I think in Europe. And another thing what I wanted to say, that you have this ongoing support during your course. You have this group, you have your educators, you can hop on the chat and you can talk to any of the assistants if you have any questions. What I wanted to talk about a little bit is the exam. So I am a huge note taker. Here are all of the notes from my ISSA courses. What I done was that I read the whole chapter, and while I was reading the chapter I took some notes on the paper. I can show you, for example, I took some notes. Here is a topic about fat, so I just write down any important stuff. And when I was studying for my exam, I didn't study from the book, but I studied from my notes. When I was done with my notes, I made these little cards. So, okay, this is from my fitness course, but it doesn't matter. So I made all of those little cards. I wrote the topic, and then when you flip you have the explanation. I done this after each chapter, so it really helped me to study. And the exam, I wanted to talk a little bit about it. It's not that simple, but it's also not that hard. You can pass it without any problems if you are attending boot camps and when you are really reading the chapters, because everything what was on the exam was in the book. Also, some of the questions were mostly focused about different types of case studies, so we also had some questions related to real life experiences, and they were designed about certain types of people, or like they made you a persona and you should answer the question regarding of his, I don't know, body type and his preferences and everything. So it was really interesting that also this exam was focused on real life experience but also theory. We had some questions where you needed to pick some answers. There were also multiple choices. Then there were also some questions where you needed to write down the answer or the words that were missing in the sentence, and then also these case studies. So I think it was not that hard to pass. You could do it without even looking to your notes. And yeah, we also had some questions where we were ranking the food according to the day, for example, how many grams of protein they have or how many grams of fat they have. So it was also very interesting to do this exam. It was not boring. And for example, there were some questions about, I will just give you some examples, like about soluble fiber, muscle cells, high GI foods, complex carbs, simple sugar, pepsin, essential amino acids, then about caffeine, bone density, etc. So you will have a broad spectrum of questions, but I think you will pass. There is no issue. Also, I know that some people are writing in the group that they have some issues and difficulties with passing the exam, but I think you have 2 different attempts, so I think you can do it, it's not an issue. And another thing is that after you finish this exam, I think you can work, it depends on your state, but I think you can work as a nutritionist coach, and basically you can guide people on their journey, how to make more informed choices, what food they should choose, some healthy steps or something like that. But I know that in some states you are not allowed, I think in most of the states you are not allowed to prescribe any specific meal plans. If for example someone came to you and they have high blood pressure or something, you cannot prescribe them specific foods or some specific meal plans, because it's a job of dietitian and someone who is working in the medical field. So basically you can guide people on their journey on becoming better version of themselves. You can guide them how they can make the meal plans for themselves. Okay, for example, you can guide them on how many grams of protein they should include in their diet, how many grams of fat if they are like, I don't know, athletes, or if they want to lose weight, or if they want to gain muscles. You can actually guide people on those topics, and you can also, for example, give them recommendations about supplements. You cannot prescribe them the specific supplements, but you can give them overview what supplements are beneficial. For example, if you are athlete who is, I don't know, performing long runs, or if you are someone who is doing strength training most of the time, so you can actually help people to find the right supplements. Also, you can, for example, help people with intake of water or with intake of, I don't know, the vitamins and minerals. You can educate the people. So I think that this course was a really great starting point, and after you will finish, you also have some idea on what you want to do next and what other courses you would like to take. Well, I think that if you are a personal trainer or, I don't know, yoga teacher or working in a health and wellness industry, I think that taking a nutritionist course is very beneficial for you, because most of the clients will ask you some questions related to nutrition, and being a personal trainer without being a nutritionist, I don't know if it can work. I never met anyone who is only personal trainer but not a nutritionist. So most of the people I know, they took nutritionist course together with PT, personal trainer course. And also what I wanted to say is that most of the, not most, but some of the chapters, if you are enrolled in your personal trainer course, are already covered there. So for example, the chapter, I will just open it, the chapter about cell, organ system, metabolism, energy, balance, and maybe also stages of change and business related chapter maybe. So maybe those chapters are already covered in your PT course, so you won't have that many chapters left. I mean, it's manageable. You can even, I think, finish in less than a month if you put your mind to it, but it took me, like I said, around these 3 months. I think it's not that bad. What I wanted to say is that on YouTube I haven't found any video related to ISSA Nutritionist course. I only found some videos related to PT ISSA course, so I just wanted to give you some idea about what you can expect in this course. And yeah, so maybe I could also talk a little bit about some advantages or disadvantages what I found in this course. So the advantages, what I said, are that it also gives you a broad spectrum of information, and then you can decide what is important for your career and what you want to focus on. And let's dive into, for example, the fats. In the book you have some introduction about what are fats, then you have the different types of fats and what is their effect on your body. Then ISSA will also teach you what are the essential fatty acids. They will go very in detail about, for example, let's say omega-9, or okay, not, it's not essential, okay, omega-3, and they will explain you why are omega-3 very important, what it is, and it's also like really in detail, I would say. And after this theoretical knowledge, they will also talk, for example, about digestion of fats. This is quite a hard chapter, but then also some nutritional sources of fat, which foods are beneficial to include in your diet, which foods are not so beneficial for you. It's very interesting. They also give you some table when they put different kinds of food and how many grams of fat they include, and some recommended dietary allowance, so how many fats of grams of fats you should eat if you have some specific calories goal, let's say for 2000 calories. And I will also tell you honestly that my background is in business and marketing. I had some chapters I was really struggling with, so what I done when I had some hard chapters, I didn't know how to read them, or basically I didn't understand what is it saying, I always went to YouTube and I searched some kind of video about it, because I had biology and chemistry during high school, and I'm out of high school for I don't know, many years, so I had some difficulties with these chapters, because in this course you will find quite a lot of chemistry and anatomy and biology. So I think it's really nice if you have some background in those topics, but if you don't worry, you will pass. You can find some interesting videos or interesting articles that will explain you those concepts even more deeper, so you will have a better understanding. And maybe I could also talk a little bit about some disadvantages, but the only disadvantage, or okay, there are like two disadvantages, I would be very grateful if the course would include some specific meal planning. Also, I know that it's not allowed to create some meal plans, but maybe to just include some kind of ideas, because right now I need to do another course which is focused more on meal planning and how to create the sample meals, etc. So I think this was the only thing what was missing. Also, I know it because we are not allowed to do it, so yeah, okay. And another thing what I really missed in this course was that during my personal trainer certification, ISSA had these live learning experiences, or these live learning like sessions, where they were sitting for 1 hour and going into the content in the book. For example, they were talking 1 hour about, I don't know, some concepts from personal training, you know. So it would be really helpful if ISSA would do something like this also with the nutrition course, that they will break down the chapters into videos, because I know that some people are more visual types and they want to see some kind of presentations, or they want to just hear the theory being, I don't know, explained to, and they don't really like to read books. So I think it would be really nice to have this in nutrition certification as well, not only in the PT course. But otherwise, I think that was the only thing what I was missing in this course, like this meal planning and this live learning experience. Otherwise, I really enjoyed the book. It's really great. It's really great reading. It's very well written, and I really enjoy the boot camps and the weekly sessions. They are all recorded, so you have your own platform and you can always go back and rewatch if you didn't get something, or if you just want to refresh your knowledge. So I think I have covered basically everything. I know that this video is very quick, but I hope that I was on the point. So I really enjoy ISSA Nutritionist course, and I think that if you are interested in nutrition and health, you should really enroll in this course. It will give you a lot, and you will find a lot of support on your way from the educators or the people who are there to support you. So if you are lacking any kind of support in your life, don't worry. And also with the time, I think that you have 1 year since you enroll in the course to finish it, so I think that's a lot of time. And this book has like 464 pages, so you can manage it. I know that it's a lot of information. Maybe if you don't have the background in biology, chemistry, anatomy and nutrition, it will be tough, but I think that it won't take you more than maybe 6 months to finish. I think really no. I was focusing that I wanted to read 1 chapter per week, but some chapters were repetitive from my PT course, so that's why it was a little bit easier to go through the material. But after I wrote all of my notes, then I was just studying it for the exam and learning it. But also I think that with nutrition, it's not like you will take this course and you are done forever. You will learn on your way, and you will learn while you will work with clients, and you will learn, for example, also when you will watch some documentaries and video and doing research. You know, and nutrition is such a new field that researchers are researching about, so there are a lot of changes going on every day. There are some new studies and new research, so you really need to be thinking about how to pick a good information and how to choose relevant sources. And I think that ISSA is really doing a great job with their research and all the things they are putting into the books, so I really enjoy reading it as well. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Currently I am filming some daily vlogs, and I want to also do some sit-up videos about nutrition, fitness and health, and probably I will also create 1 more video talking about my experience with personal trainer certification, which I done through ISSA as well. So if you're interested, you can hit down below the subscribe button. You can give it a like if you like this video. Also comment down below what you think about this video, and if you are enrolled in ISSA course, please let me know what is your experience so far. Really, if you have any questions, just let me know and I will answer it. So Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.